Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Cold Bow Archer. I have been doing some work offline on a different character, so my Atlas tree is a little bit more filled out than last you saw. I've been doing some work on my Ice Nova Sorceress, and she is now higher level than this character. And I've gotten all the way to T15 maps with her. And when I was kind of disappointed in this character's progression, so I looked into getting a new bow. So I ended up finding a couple of bows, and then I used the Recombiner to get the 90% physical damage and the 70% increased elemental damage with attacks on this bow as my base, and it gave me the 17 or 27% chance to chain an additional time as an implicit. So this was like 20 more physical damage on the top end than my last bow. For comparison, my last bow was this. Okay. Compared to that. So my old bow is the Grim Arch on the right, my new bow is the Soul Twine on the left, and my bow on the left actually deals 2 times as much damage as Grim Arc bow. Okay, so it's a massive difference. So now that we've established that, I did some work on my passive skill tree. We're currently here doing this. I ended up doing a cold sorceress run to get my 3rd and 4th ascendancies at the same time. And I did not expect to go all the way to the end, but I somehow made it all the way to the end. And I got the whole run of that cold sorceress on my YouTube channel. Just go back to my YouTube, do a search for the cold Ice Nova Sorceress, or Cold Nova Infusion Sorceress, whatever it is. Anyway, you'll find it. The whole Sekima trial run is on there just by itself. I did not expect to make it all the way to the end, but somehow I was able to get all the way to the end, even with really bad RNG towards the end of my 3rd and 4th floor. Somehow we made it. I killed the last boss, and I got a very nice time lost chest that gave me like 5 or 6 time lost jewels. And this is one of them that I made. So I added that in to the mix. I need to go through and change my tree up a little bit. I need to cut all the stuff that's on the middle here. I need to go to the left side and grab some of the damage nodes over here, and I need to come down and grab distracted target. As we are blinding the enemies more, we need to take advantage of that at some point, but we'll do that later. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of go over some of what I've been doing lately. And as for the map has been explored a little bit more. We did do our T15 Corrupted Nexus a little bit ago. On this character, I just want to do a test run with him. So I did the T15 Corrupted Nexus to try that out, to see if he could handle it, and you'll see in just a moment what that looked like. So that's kind of where we're at. We've got a few unique maps on the Atlas here that I want to try to hit, because at this point in the game, I need to do the unique maps to get more skill points for my Atlas tree. So that's kind of where we're at right now. As far as my skill tree for my Atlas, I've gone down the right side here, grabbing all the item rarity nodes and the quantity of waystones, all the way into almost every single essence node. The only one I didn't take was the essence type selector, because I don't want to limit myself on what type I can get. This would probably be good if I wanted to do more like caster modifiers, like kinetic resonance. But I don't want to short myself the ability to do physical modifiers for my bow and things like that. I went down that way to pick up all of the essence nodes, and then I went down on the left side to pick up all of the strongbox nodes, as well as increasing the pack size for rare and magic monsters. So that's where we're at on all of that. I can put the description, the POB, the max roll, all that kind of stuff. I'll put those down in the description for you, so that way you guys can see what I'm doing. I have the petition splinters to do the 50 ones. So I just need to take stacks of 50 to my realm gate and do those. So maybe I'll do those next. I want to do a map first so you guys can see what that's like, and then I'll try to do these bosses to see if we can do them. I've been doing all of my newer towers with 6 mod level 1 waystones so that I can get the 3 tablet slots, and that's been really helping out. So let's do a T15 here. We'll do shot ground. Let's go ahead and add another patch here. Lightning damage, poison on hit, and shocked ground. We were headed this way to find the Lake of Calandra. Here it is. So we got to go this way to get here. This is where I want to go. Let's try a map with a breach. Hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to kind of go over where we're at in the build in case anybody has been kind of following the progress along. Sorry that I missed out on our last couple days. I've been doing Wartail stuff and I just hadn't had time to stream Path of Exile. I've just been playing offline on my Ice Nova Sources and talking to my dad, who's also playing. He's 73 and still playing. He's having a good time. He is now also doing the Ice Nova build. So, give me just a second. Let me turn down the options. I did some stupid stuff. Give me 1 second. It's a little loud. Went in here. Go to master volume. Sound effects are a little too loud. Alright, I think that's fine. Sorry, I couldn't hear myself think. Oh my god. What the hell hit me? Did I miss? Did I miss something? Clearly. I like touched that firebomb and died. I thought it was still blowing up. Maybe I was wrong. Oh, he's double.
Oh, that was no easy prey.
He was double enchanted with
Reckon that would keep you
spirits.
Yeah.
That's what happened. We are level 18 on Ice Arrow now. Ooh. Unique Strongbox. I missed. What's your deal? Revives a monster 5 times. Oh, this guy's kind of nuts. Okay, he's dead. Freeze him, freeze him, freeze him. He's dead. We do a lot of damage when we're really close to the enemy, so that's why I'm getting right up on his face. Bad. One more time. Got him. Great. Was something supposed to happen? Guess not. Okay. Let's keep moving. We're gonna clear a little bit before we hit that. I don't want to be trying to fight a breach and fighting all this stuff at the same time. That's just asking for a problem. Stuff. Lots of stuff. Let's grab the T4. Why not? We'll grab this lunar amulet as well. Okay. Looks like that's it for those. Let's go ahead and hit this breach.
Ice shot.
Running out of monsters. Okay, we ran out of monsters. Oh, that's sad. 13 breach splinters. That's the most I've ever gotten out of a breach. It's nice. Oh, the damage now on my ice shot is 20,900. I'm at max stacks. And it's about double what my damage was before. Resting damage was 8,300. And now it's like 16,700. After all the changes that I've made. So we basically doubled our damage. Which is pretty good. Feels pretty good right now. I still feel like some monsters don't take any damage. And I guess, well, that's part of those designs. I guess with the mods that they get is they just have like windows of extreme damage reduction. And honestly, it really doesn't feel fun to play against monsters like that. I feel like some of these monsters just have either invulnerability phases or they can't take damage. I know that some monsters, when they start regaining energy shield, their damage doesn't, like, you can do any amount of damage and it doesn't matter.
Bones to dust.
I've been trying to get a lot more gold because I've spent all my gold trying to recombine stuff or find things to recombine. I've been trying to go for a better weapon on my mage, and I've been also trying bows in between my mage attempts. And that's how I ended up with this bow. And I didn't expect the damage to be such a significant change from my previous weapon, but it turned out to be double the damage. So I was like, all right, let's give the archer some more time and see what that feels like. And it looks like we went from doing
That would only slow me down.
struggles on T12 to doing T15s. We're about to level again. Once I hit level 87, I'll be the same level as my cold sorceress. I've been having a lot of fun on that build. It's starting to struggle on the more dense maps because I can't seem to keep up with my cooldowns on the maps that are more dense.
What is it?
So I need to figure out a solution there.
As expected.
133% increased energy shield. T2. Faster start. Intel. Some life. I think I'll keep that and try to recombine it.
Take it.
At this point in the game, I'm just looking for items to recombine, which feels really bad. It's a really bad design. 45% increased armor. 22% life regeneration. Wow. Minions have 12% max life. That's interesting.
Go.
I've just been finding rare items with like high T modifiers, like T1, T2, T3. And I'll put that stuff in my little gearbox here. And whenever I have 2 items that I want to try to combine, I throw them together and watch the game tell me that I've failed. So that's the state of my crafting in this game right now. Feels bad, man. That is trash.
Seeing more of the. This is what we have. Bring
that.
any tomes you find.
I've just been looking for better gear, and at this point, finding better gear is just more about making the gear rather than finding it, which sucks. Cooldown recovery rate. Okay. Monsters have elemental pen, recovery rate modifiers, and much more. Let's go to the Vaal City. We'll do T16. This is a T15 plus 1. So T16. I guess level 19 gems can drop here. That would be nice to find. Level 20 can't drop until you do a T17 map, which feels really bad compared to PoE 1. Because you could use level 20 gems at level 70, I believe, in PoE 1. And in this game, you can't even use a level 20 until level 90. Even if you somehow were able to find one, you can't use it till level 90. So I feel like that's a bad design.
Nowhere to run. Too weak.
Good thing this game is still early access, because as you get deeper into the end game, some of the cracks really start to show through, as far as like, you can't just play an average build. Like, you're not 99.9%, there's always going to be an exception of players that pick up this game and have no concept of building a character. You're just going to fail. Most cases, you won't even make it out of maps if you just tie to no scope a build. So I recommend that you don't even try to do that. Always find a guide or a build that looks interesting with a guide that's kind of complex. Gives you a high breakdown, like a very detailed breakdown of how the character should look at different points, like different acts, act 1, 2, 3, 4. You want something that is kind of a step-by-step guide. You don't want something that's complete, because you won't know what to prioritize when. Because I've been trying to follow a build guide that was complete, and then I was struggling to know which nodes to pick up at what time. That would feel better for my build at different breakpoints. Okay, we got a whatever you call it, a rogue exile here. That tornado shot, man. Oh, quit healing.
Still now.
You hold still. There she goes.
A lock is little more than an invitation. I need more mana.
All right. As I was saying, build guides are in this game is very complex, and my point is, the farther in this game you go, the more your build will either succeed or fail. So I'm at the point in the game where
Too weak, too slow.
most builds will either fail to progress at this point, and you'll need to reconsider what you're doing. And I've done that maybe... I've hit a wall probably on this character maybe 5 or 6 times. And each time I've changed the build to make it better. Or found a different build that was doing something similar that did something better.
Easy prey.
And I'm at the point in the game where if my character can't handle something, like there are mobs from Act 1 that have shields that shoot projectiles back at you if you hit them with projectiles, but they don't take damage themselves, so they are basically indestructible versus projectiles until you get close to make them drop their guard so that you can hit them with ranged attacks. I'm at the point in the game where I'm blowing up the screen so much on both of my characters that I don't see those monsters before it's too late, and they're already killing me with projectiles. And on both of my characters, their defenses aren't enough because I get 2-shot at T15. Even T13 in some cases, I still get 2-shot. And that's not even with crazy damage mods on the map. So I'm at a point in the game where the better builds are doing, you know, millions or billions of damage per second. You know, one-shotting bosses and everything else. It just feels bad. It just feels like there's a game design problem.
An easy trophy.
Because the average build of just, you know, a guy like me messing around. I'm not min-maxing. I'm just kind of doing what feels good for the build. And you can't... You have to min-max if you're going to play at the end game and do like the pinnacle content. Which feels bad. And I've been doing mostly solo self-bound stuff. I can just buy my gear for a couple divine and be able to take on the pinnacle content right now. But that's just not fun. I want the game's just not in a state where you can play solo self-bound at any decent pace. Yeah, Greater Exalt. The game feels unfinished because it is. But it feels like there's a gap somewhere in the crafting. Because in PoE 1 you could craft all your gear from 1 to the end game. In this game you really can't do that. It's all about chance. It feels like. It feels like you have to, I guess, get good is what I'm trying to say. You just have to get good. But in all seriousness, crafting in this game sucks ass. And they need to come up with an alternative. Like, they just need a vendor that sells all the base types that you've either found or are that are for your level. Okay? Like, you can gamble each type of weapon slot. They need to have a vendor that just has all the base items so that you can buy a base and start again for gold. This whole, you need to find a base out in the wild and then use that for crafting is stupid as hell. It's time wasting because you might not see a base like that for days. They'll either be magic, rare, you won't see them, all kinds of problems. Just give a vendor to us that sells the base items so that we can craft.
Barely broke a sweat.
Oh, I'm dead. There's no way. Yeah. I was frozen for fucking 5 seconds. And again, just more bullshit to be complaining about in the end game is you either one-shot everything or it one-shots you in most builds. The only exception is if you go energy shield. So I think
Stay light, stay alert.
they need to do some changes in this game to make it feel better for just all kinds of reasons. I think they need to increase the base amount of life that people have at the end game. I think if they made changes to like the starting stats or whatever, strength, dex, and int, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing them change the base life per strength to be like, oh god, that's 6 mods. YOLO. If they change like strength to be from, what is it, 2 right now? I think it's 2 life per strength. Ow, goddamn, that hurt. What the hell is happening on this screen right now?
Barely
Jesus
broke a
Christ.
sweat.
I'm getting my ass kicked right now. I think they should change the base amount of life you get from strength is what I'm trying to say. If they're not going to add life nodes to the, whatever you call it, to the passive tree. God damn, dude. These monsters are, like, unkillable. Oh, shit. I'm getting killed here. Taking on content that's way too strong.
No more.
Like, this monster right here is going to one-shot me. This is what I'm talking about. You either one-shot the monsters, or you die. I'm dead. Yeah. And this just isn't fun gameplay. Sorry. You literally have to have a build that deals millions of damage to have any fun in the end game. And that kind of sucks. It really does. It feels bad. And that's the point where I am on both my characters. Like, the game just feels like shit to play right now. Because I can't progress. Because trying to play, like, T15s and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just not going to happen.
Indeed.
Like, right now, I need to
Have you found more of what?
stick to T, like, 13s.
Have you found?
I can do T15s, but it's not worth the time. Ooh, a T1 evasion rating.
More
Keep that.
otherworldly remnants?
I've just been kind of disappointed with Path of Exile right now because I feel... Ooh, a T1 evasion rating. I feel like I'm doing well in the game, but I'm not doing well enough that it fucking matters.
Speak. These are our supplies.
And I think they need to revisit the gameplay. I really hate that they make new content and they overtune the new content way too much. They do this every time. It's like, just make it the same damage values as everything else. You don't need to overtune the shit. You don't need to make it faster or stronger. Just leave it alone. Leave the sliders alone for the new content. And just make it like everything else. That way everything's consistent. I hate running into these monsters that are like unkillable. Like, you run into a rare every once in a while that's got more damage reduction in life than a freaking pinnacle boss, and it feels ridiculous. It doesn't even feel fun. I know that I'm bitching a lot in this episode, but that's because I like the game, but it feels off. There's a problem in the game, and I can't put my finger on it because I'm not articulate enough to
For my research.
explain it well, I guess. But the game feels like shit at certain points. 24 spell damage, wow. And I'm not trying to be mean and bash on the game because the game is
Have you
fantastic.
found what we seek?
It's just not finished yet. And they just keep sticking with the balance so much in between all of these
Can I
different
help?
seasons. So when they do that, it feels real bad.
Yes?
The
Feels real
winds
bad.
Change direction.
All right, let's do some changes here. X and take these points away. Great. Leave that there. You're going for the crit. Critical hit chance. Critical hit chance. Yeah, we'll grab the attack and cast speed. Okay. We'll grab this. These. What else were we supposed to grab? Let me take a look at my build real quick. What is the build looking like? I don't want to subscribe to your stupid channel. Everything's a subscription now. That's annoying. Everything in the world is a subscription now. Isn't that silly? Okay. So. Oh, it's telling me a completely different thing to do. That's super in-game. Let's do crit swap. Okay. I see. I see. Okay, everything is the same. Everything's the same. What am I doing up here? So we stop there. We go for this. What else are we doing? Just take these points out for now. 20% crit chance? Sure. I need to take these out. But I feel like if I take this out, I lose my mana. A mana leech. That would feel bad, wouldn't it? Let's take a point out of here. Boop. Move this up here. Put it there. Now I gotta grab all these. What am I missing? Missing anything? I don't think so. I guess the only difference is I got these 2 points here. And then I'm not level 100. So I need to start working towards this. And then this. It recommends that I come down here for blind crit chance. But that's just going to have to wait, I think. I think that's just going to have to wait. So right now we're headed towards here, and then we're headed towards here. So I think we'll grab this, and then that, and then that last. Maybe this, that, and then that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What does that make our damage? Resting damage is a little bit higher than what it was. It was at 16 something, but now it's a little more. Do we have any more level 18 gems before I continue? We have one level 18 gem. We can use that on something. Do freezing salvo. Could do snipe. Let's do snipe. I've got 20% quality on all my gems as well. Let's see, do we have any more? Yes, we do. Armor evasion. Okay. Anything we can put more points into? Do barrage. To 15%. Seems good. Now let's try one of these. We gotta take 50 of these splinters to the realm gate. $50 times 1. Let's try this. I believe this is the breach boss. We'll see how this goes. We'll try this one, and then we'll try the petition splinters.
The breach lords rule here. Let them try to rule. Cool off!
How bad is this gonna be? This is the first time I've fought this boss this league. This season. Whatever this is. League.
Too weak, too slow.
Yeah. Sorry about bitching about all the negative shit about the game right now. I know it's not finished. But I feel like something's off in the game. Maybe it's the builds that I've chosen. Maybe it's just the game itself. But I've played a few characters to the pinnacle bosses in this game. And this is the first league. I've done season 1, season 2. This is the first one that feels off. Like something's off. And I can't quite place it. But you can, it's definitely partly the crafting. Like I want to be able to play this game, not necessarily solo, but I want to be able to make my own stuff. And it seems like there's really no facility for that. Not unless you have like a just ungodly amount of time to play. Like an unreasonable amount of time to play. Like a casual player doesn't really have what they need to make gear in a reasonable amount of time. Like you really have to farm in this game to do anything in-game related. And it just feels like a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Obliterator bow. What's an obliterator bow? Alright, place your bets. Am I going to get my ass kicked? Yes or no? To be honest, with as much bitching as I've done in this episode, probably am. Let's find out together, shall we? Here we go. I'm gonna focus up.
We that dreamed. We in nightmare. We that are one.
Right.
By her blooms. She of winter's envy.
Ow, 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 shit. Well, that didn't work out, did it? I forgot this fight. Of course, normally when I fight this guy, he usually dies in less than 10 seconds. Again, one shot the boss or get one shot.
We that are one. The creeping dark of unburdened thought.
Ow, ow. I got knocked off and I died. Fucking stunned, man.
We that dream.
It's like the farther you get in this game, the more it just pisses you off to play it.
In nightmare. We that are one. Fate relies truth.
Ow. That hurt.
Sun.
Oh, God damn it. Come on, get the fuck off. Jesus Christ, dude. Come on. Just so fucking aggravated.
We that dreamed. We in nightmare.
Like, this guy is not getting frozen,
That
so I can't really do the damage that I'm supposed to be doing.
fate belies truth. She is tool.
What the fuck?
Anticipation.
Finally. Great. Am I dead?
She of winter's envy.
Oh god, this frozen bullshit again. Bullet hail.
Fate belies truth. They fight once more.
Shit. I can't tell what you're doing.
Of existence.
Oh god.
Within our grasp.
Oh, come on, bro. I think this is our last attempt. This character feels like he does no damage.
We that dream
No single target damage anyway. I can clear a whole room, but no single target.
nightmare. We that are one. We are fury. Hear the grey winds. Within our grasp.
Ow. What the fuck, bro?
Tire. We control. They
Stop it.
Cool off.
Oh, shit. Ow, 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 ow. I'm frozen.
We split the thread.
Sir?
Realities.
Sir? Quit.
Lies.
Stop doing what you're doing.
We control. They dark.
Fucking hell. Bullet hail. Oh, God.
Within our grasp.
Come on, bro. Got him. Oh, come on, bro. Get out of here. Took 6 portals to relearn the fight.
That would only slow me down.
That's pretty rough. Good fight. Well designed. But it goes back to shit in this game does way too much damage. And I would prefer drop the damage by like 40% just across the board, and you're still going to kill people, man. But if they're not going to change how life works in this game, because right now I only have 2,288 life. And most characters have about 2,000 to 3,000 HP, maybe 2,000 to 4,000. Let's say you're a strength-based character. Even high strength characters only have about 5k. Compared to PoE1, which is more like 7,000 to 8,000. Feels bad. They just need to either make it so that strength adds like 10 HP per do closer to like, because right now it's 2 life per 1 strength. Make it more like 4 or 5 life per 1 strength, and that'll fix that problem. And they wouldn't have to do anything else. They would just have to make all the small passives that do strength add. They wouldn't have to do anything like that. They could just do it here. They could just change this to be from +2 to +5, and that would probably fix a lot of the strength issues. Like, my character doesn't even have a whole lot of strength, so it wouldn't really matter for me. But for a lot of the physical melee characters, maybe. What's here? Be a full stack. Rare breach monsters have Soul Eater modifier. 1% skill speed, 1% less damage taken for 4 seconds. When a monster dies in their present, stacking it to 50 times. The stack is lost every half second if one has not been gained. This mod's bullshit. It definitely is. It lasts longer than 4 seconds. Because I've fought Soul Eaters that still were unkillable after a minute. So I think that's bullshit. That might be what how it works for players. But I've seen some of these breach mobs have Soul Eater, and you can't kill them. Open and close faster. Open and close slower. Guard by a stack of magic monsters. Have 30% more hands. Quantity of breach splinters dropped by breach monsters. Players take 20% increased damage. Maybe I do this. Good fight. I'm glad we were able to actually beat it. And I'm glad they have different tiers, like easy, medium, hard.
Congratulations on your success. This new Breach Lord, Xesht. You've shown it that Wraeclast will not be so easily trifled with. Perhaps we will have enough time now. Time to research the problem and seal the weak points in the walls of our reality. Until
No one out there can best me in this realm or the next.
I don't know, buddy. You got busted 5 times in a row earlier because, you know, reasons.
What is it? Quickly. Gold is useless to me. Take it.
Then give me millions. Give me millions. That's a lot of cold damage. Might want to keep that. That's a lot of mana.
Indeed.
I really feel like you need a whole, what do we call this, stash tab for just combining and reforging gear at this stage in the game. I feel like you just need to start collecting a bunch of shit
Go.
to try to roll better gear. Ring. Jewelry. Chaos resistance. Fire res. Cold res. Mana. Just equipment. What do I put on this? $12 to all, that's $8 to all. $15 strength, 24 dex on that. Fire and cold res. Let's try that. Let's go in here. Lightning damage. Accuracy, 7 strength. Boo. Well, it could have been good. Now it's not. Stash it for a rainy day. Let's try. This. I've never done this fight ever. This will be my first attempt at whatever this is. Guessing this is the King of the Mist super fight. Oh, it's You just get in there and fight. Okay.
Ice shot.
Bid the darkness.
Am I supposed to come up here and fight you? Am I supposed to break this? Maybe. That's a lot of damage. I'm sorry, what? Follow the wisps. Follow the wisps to get out. Here's the arena.
The Wildwood's power is mine.
Okay. He's gonna gain a life bar. Yep. Ow. I was not supposed to move. Holy shit, I almost died. There is so much going on right now. Oh god, I just ran into a bunch of poison. Those are frogs. What is happening with the frogs, sir? Sir, this is a Wendy's. I can't go up. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I don't want Oblivion to wait. Oh, come on, dude. 10% HP? Really? Shit. Ow.
Bid the darkness.
Okay.
Ice shot.
Traveler's bane. No.
What'd you call me? Okay, he's gonna send me to the Shadow Realm. Okay. Follow the wisps. Is it the same pattern? Looks like it.
The Wildwood's power is mine.
Alright, here we go. Key to nothingness. Okay. Oh god. Sir? Could you not? Could you die, sir? Please? Thank you. Cool. First time with that fight. Not bad. Get out of here, frogs. What are y'all doing? Jerks. Not bad. I'm glad that they made tiers to these fights, because the damage would be obscene otherwise. So that's a crazy portal effect.
I know little of this entity's origin. Only that he is described as emerging from nothing. That's not a metaphor. He comes from a place that is nothing. A void bursting with things that don't exist. Quachic's ranking system holds me as the most intelligent among us. But even I can't fathom what that actually means. Carry on.
Cool.
Speak.
Omen of Gambling. Beetle Bite. Aggravate bleeding on enemies when they enter your presence. 100% increased thorns damage. Interesting. T2 energy shield. Old damage. Chaos. Missing prefix. Could be spell damage. Not bad.
How can I help? Wraeclast treasures.
Rid of that, that, that.
Keep
the rest.
punishing the nameless.
Throw that in there for later. All right, let's see what is it? Rituals. Yeah, rituals. I got 2 more points in ritual. Ritual altars spawn a wildwood wisp. Rerolling costs 25% less. Contain 2 additional packs of wildwood monsters. Increased toughness. And damage. Let's go with the wildwood monsters. Not bad. So we've done those. I'm guessing we have to do the next level at 100 of those little splinters. Not too bad. Currently we have 61 and 11. We need 50 more or 20 more splinters from the runes. We can do simulacrum maybe. Yeah, we'll do simulacrum next time. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry to be bitchy and negative about the end game here, but at some point, unless you have a really good character or a really good build or whatever, or you're buying your gear, your character's going to hit a break point where they are going to struggle, and that's where this kind of character is. My break point on this character is probably T13, T14, where I'm comfortable and can just zip through maps without really much of a threat. But T15 seemed to be either one-shot everything or be one-shot. And that's kind of stupid. I know this character really doesn't have any defense, so that's kind of the problem. But at the same time, you really can't build this character to be highly defensive. At least not the way I'm doing it. I mean, I'm pretty much all damage. I'm all damage, and I can't sacrifice damage until I get a bow that's like 300% physical damage with cold damage and elemental damage to attacks. Like, I need to have a T1 physical roll plus cold damage on attacks plus T1 elemental damage to attacks, or even T2. Because right now I have T3 elemental, T5 physical, T2 lightning. If I had T2 cold, T3, I think it would be insane amounts of damage. And I put 2 of these Lady Hestra's runes into my weapon just to give it the cold damage, because the lightning damage is reduced by 50% on my ice arrow due to the cold infusions that I have, cold attunement. So anything that's not cold damage on my attunements is only as if it were half the amount of damage on my weapon. So I'm just frustrated with the game right now because crafting my gear seems to be a struggle because there's not enough in the game to facilitate deterministic crafting. And I think the problem is I want deterministic crafting, and the game is designed to not have that. So it's very frustrating that the only outlet to really get your gear upgrades is now the shop. Like a lot of the fun for PoE for me is crafting my own stuff and seeing what I can come up with. But you just can't do that in this game. Like, you spend a lot of resources to end up with a lot of just bad shit. And I know they're trying to fix some of that with these tiered crafting systems. But to be honest, these don't drop enough. I'm at the end game, these don't drop enough. So I guess at this point I need to look into getting every open slot needs to be rarity that's not being taken up by something crucial. Every single slot on my gear needs to be rarity instead of like stun threshold. Could be rarity, I guess. Just to find better gear or more currency items or better currency items. Like this armor roll on this amulet sucks ass. That should be something else, like evasion. I guess I'm just gonna have to break down and stop trying to make my own shit and just start buying it. Like, I have the currency. I have 9 divine that I've found. This is stuff that I've found. This, except for the exalts. I've been trading and getting more exalts. But all the other stuff besides the exalts, I've dropped in the game. A couple of these runes I've traded for when I needed to get the runes. But most of these are drops in game that I've found. I'm not trying to be solo self-found, but I'm trying to understand the crafting systems better for myself. And the only way to do that really for me is to do it how I'm doing it. I just broke my gear. There we go. I could have just swapped it at Doriani, but that's fine. Got 164 decks. I needed 163. Can't cut it any closer than that. These are good. All of my stats are above where they need to be. I've still not found a single perfect jewelers at all. Like, I've found probably 15 of these, but I've yet to find a perfect. I find greater jeweler arbs all the time. This character's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on him, 6 on him, 7 on him. No, 6. I have 6 graders on this character, and I think I have 6 on my mage as well. I still need to do my 4th ascendancy on this character. I've only done my 3rd one. I need to do my 4th one. My 4th one should be this one. Less damage per tailwind. Yeah, I think that's the only logical option. None of these other things are good. Like, this doesn't help me. This doesn't help me, really. So, I need to do my 4th ascendancy, but I don't know if this character is going to be able to kill the final boss in there. It'd be a pretty damn rough fight, I think. It is a rough fight on my mage, and she is excellent at single target damage. Anyway, we'll keep going on this character. I want to take this character to try to kill the pinnacle boss, and we'll see if we can actually do that. So we'll keep working on the character. Maybe I'll find a better build.
Go on.
And we still have a few more levels to go before we can get to here. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. That'll put me at 93, 92. Then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would put me at 97. That's going to be tough. 98, 99, 100. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I'm actually going to get to 100 on this character. Getting past 92 is actually pretty rough. I don't think I'm going to go to 100 on this character. Don't count on that. I think I'll be happy if this character can kill the pinnacle boss at the Burning Monolith. I think maybe that's the pinnacle boss. I'm not going to go for Ubers. I'm just going to go for the in-game bosses, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You have a great day. And let me know how your run's doing. Are you feeling the same kind of stagnation that I am at this level in the game? Like, are you getting to T14 and 15 and feeling like your character is struggling to progress? Or are you just buying all your gear and having no problem and just blasting? Maybe it's just a me problem and I just need to quit being a bitch and buy my gear so I can finish this character's run faster. Or something along that nature. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm actually curious to know what your feedback is. Are you guys seeing the same problem? I know a bunch of other streamers that are much larger than me have been putting out their opinions of the game. But their opinions are a little skewed because they play insane amounts of time. I got like 23 animals, a life, a wife, a job, and playing games and streaming is like a second. You know, it's on the back burner. It's not something I could do full time. So let me know what you guys think about this game. And yeah, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. See you in the next episode. Bye.